Hiya, this is Megan, and this is the Tuesday studio video visit. We are here in the studio. I think it's probably around 7 p.m. Edinburgh time, I think, 6:37, something like that. So here a wee bit later, I was at my studio at the drill hall most of the day today, and seems like for a good chunk of maybe yesterday or part of last week. Anyway, I've been busy. So I don't have as much to show you this week here in this space as I would like, but that's okay. Things are moving along. Basically what I'm doing is setting the grounds for these mini scrolls. So for me, that means making some interesting textures. This is canvas, so gluing pieces of old books, old pieces of scrap paper, getting some glue on there, making it stiff. And then there will be painting on these and other textures added, and then they'll be rolled up so you only see a part of the picture. Or if the scroll, if all of it's meant for you, then you'll unroll it, you know, depends on you and your viewing habits. So again, there's just bits and pieces, collage right now on the canvas. These will be painted on soon, and more interesting elements will be added to them. So we've got, you can see, you remember the strips that were on the floor over there. Here they are now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these, and then there's a few more that haven't had the paper collage part put on them. So I am starting to switch from the dark works right this moment and focus more on the paper works and the book series. Here was a piece that I did. I just really like the simplicity of it, and I really liked calling attention to the spine of the old book, the webbing and the tear of that page, and then yeah. So then this would be maybe perhaps mounted on something or added to another book part, could be framed. Possibilities are endless. So so I've got some of my other kind of raw materials out for the books, these pieces of paper that have been some have been drawn on, some of them have been written on, some of them have been painted on. The scrolls here, I need to look up the dates for that because I know that is coming up next month. So in Portobello. So the Portobello Art Walk, but this is the book market. But of course I'll give you all plenty of notice about all of that. Today I packed up a couple of paintings and shipped them over to Glasgow for a new gallery that's opening up in Glasgow, and I've been invited to show a couple of works there. So that's the John Doyle Gallery. So I will be giving you information about all of that, and I will be sharing, promoting that gallery and that show that I've been invited to participate in. It sounds like it's going to be a very exciting project, so I just packed up my work and sent it to them today. So really looking forward to that. I believe that show opens next week in Glasgow, so Glasgow folks, make plans to be available for when I get more specific. This painting was the last of the smaller works that I did in the dark series. Of course, the painting looks different in the light. You know, we're in this overhead light. It looks different depending on the light, the day, all of that. But yeah, this painting, I am delighted to say, has sold. It's sold before it's even varnished, before it even has its hanging wire on it, before it even has its name. And as most of you all know, names and titles of work and series are extremely important to me. It's just as important to me, this piece here, so it will be given a good name. So I'm really grateful and very delighted that someone needed to make that painting theirs. It really is very affirming to me, especially when I'm doing this new newer series. The feedback's been great, and yeah, so I'm very grateful. So thank you. I think that's really about it. So tomorrow I won't be packing and shipping, because see, I also packed and shipped a piece of art to go to the States. That was late last week, so they should be getting that piece sometime this week. So I feel that tomorrow and the rest of the week I'll be able to really turn my attention back to the bookworks, and then of course soon back to the Dark series. I had a pal of mine in here on Sunday. We were kind of thinking of different ways so that this wall could meet with this wall, because, you know, of course I bought that big roll of canvas and would like, you know, a big painting space to paint on. Now, that didn't stop me. I did the living on the fault line painting down here on this low bit, you know, which is fine and doable, and I may paint another big painting down here as well. But we're kind of trying to figure out solutions for this that wouldn't take a lot of time for me to figure out, and wouldn't cost a lot of money. So I got some valuable advice, and I just need to probably get a couple of pieces of plywood, and I might just prop them up against here. No muss, no fuss. But anyway, if you have other ideas or other ways, because see, it's a bit fiddly because it's got a recess and then everything's a different level, and of course the floor is at an angle, and it's an old space, and I'd rather not nail a bunch of stuff into it. So I do think my pal's suggestion of kind of leaning maybe 2 sheets of plywood, so I'd have like an 8-foot by 8-foot surface, maybe hinging the 2 and leaning them might work. So, but if you all have had experience with this, creating a large flat painting wall that can be taken down with minimal anchoring or minimal damage to the surface behind it, let me know. I'm always open to learning new things. I've had an idea about curating a project, and I've told one artist friend about it in the States, and I just need to do a little bit more thinking on it, and then hopefully I will talk about that again soon. So things are percolating, but really I need to focus on the book work, and just get back in here painting it again. But yeah, I'm still incredibly grateful. I mean, just look at that old, I mean, yes, you can see the water. We've had some amazing rain. So you can see it's in the elements here, and it's beautiful. And I love it. So I'm very grateful for this. I'm now calling it my Lucky Artist Residency. So grateful for the Lucky Artist Residency. Grateful for the patrons in the States that bought one of the paintings recently. Grateful for my patron here in Scotland that's going to be living with that painting. And grateful for the gallery, the John Doyle Art in Glasgow, a new gallery, grateful to be included in with them. And just taking it one day at a time. So I hope you are well, happy, and inspired wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next week, do what you got to do. And thanks. Bye.